KarsaKKWx. Karsa's my name, KKWX is my empire. Today with my Nexus Roundtable, we are going to be playing Waystone Mysteries. Let's get to it! What you did is that you went to go see the Mafia guy, but before that, you went to see the tribe. And you were asking about... You asked Eben what he thought of the two places that you had chosen to possibly use for their logging area. You go see Salvador and you find out that Salvador didn't really have a hand in the spot where he had a logistics guy, and the logistics guy had picked it up. During the time you were talking though to the Indians, you remembered that the mayor was trying to push them out. So you brought that up to Salvador and you gave him the two places that would actually work better. And you found he agreed with you. And at the end of the day, there was a death. Particularly, the death of the logistics guy. Not going to say it was the Mafia, but it could have been.
For all you know, he jumped into the river himself.
Yeah, he could have drowned himself.
Because he realized they'd be coming after him.
It's very possible. Or it could have been the mayor himself who did it. Who knows?
Because now the mayor's got to watch his own ass.
Well, because now the situation is out that the mayor's being dodgy. And corrupt.
The mob, hey mayor, we have a deal. Yeah, well I tried to... No, you didn't.
So, at this point in time, it's just you three. This was the morning of that you actually saw in the newspaper that the logistics guy, is no longer with. Anybody have any ideas of what to do for the next day?
Well, if it's the morning, Francis is gonna go teach.
Oh my god, he's gotta go teach! Alright, what are you gonna teach?
Today, derivations of languages, and then give some sage advice at the end of the lesson.
Alright. So, what's your sage advice?
Eat your milk, stay in homework, don't do your parents, and listen to school.
Don't do your parents?
Eat your milk. Keep going.
Eat your milk, stay in homework, don't do your parents, and listen to school.
No. It's drink
3
your
out of
school,
4.
It's drink your school, stay and sleep, don't do milk, get 8 hours of drugs.
Could you repeat that? Verbatim.
Drink your school, stay and sleep, don't do milk, get 8 hours of drugs.
When I'm listening to the replay later, I'm gonna save that.
Alright, in reality, what are you doing?
Me or L this time?
You!
Well, during the day, my teaching job, gotta make that bread.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's an economic depression coming.
You don't know that.
Out of character, we know there's an economic depression coming.
You changed the timeline. Pray she doesn't change it further.
Huh? Hmm.
I'm now going to mock this weird space magician's religion in front of him. Nothing bad will.
All right, what are you doing? Or should I just come back to you?
Well, once he finishes teaching, he'll go polish his cricket equipment and then go to the archive.
Is that what you call it?
Polishing his... Okay.
I've broken the DM.
Does any of the cricket equipment have?
I know Vinny will probably have to leave early, as usual.
My feet are
Vinny?
cold. I'm gonna go put some socks on.
What is your plans, or what would you be doing for the next week at least?
I have to do research because I gotta find that guy that the lady want me to check in on her husband.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be checking in on him, looking for actual evidence, like at the club he was supposed to be frequenting. I probably would take Elle with me because, well, they know the club way better than me, and it would help to fit in and kind of watch the guy, take my time with it, watch the guy, find out where he's going, and documenting as much as I can his locations. If he leaves with somebody, where does he, does he go home? Trying to get as much proof as I can to show that this is either if he's cheating, okay, let's prove it, or if he's not, where's he going? To find out if it's more of a as simple as a cheating scandal, or is there more to it, or is it simply innocence? Let's just prove it out.
Well, I guess we'll find out, huh? All right, then let's go involved with that. Now, you know Ashley, but Christopher is her husband's name. And Christopher and her have been together for about 5 years. He's always seems to be busy about his work.
Means he ain't been on top of her. Oh.
He's it's almost as if he is what's the best word? Married to his job and not her.
Right. What is his occupation again?
Well, you don't work at the club, I know that.
He's a doctor.
Okay, where at?
Thank you, Boston General, the first
Okay,
floor.
what floor is that again?
That would be the 5th floor.
Oh, 5th floor. Does he work with Dr. Mason, or is it Dr. Sigismund?
Vander Woodson, that's her name, and her husband's name is Christopher. So, as you saw the Christopher, so you're doing the conversation, trying to find out more about Christopher. You're looking at him on the 5th floor of the Boston General, and you said he works with Dr. Mason.
Okay. Kind of go into the hospital area. Kind of moving past the front desk area. This will be during the day when we know his work hours. His normal work hours, for example, let's say is like 9 to 5 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
When he's supposedly going to be in the office there, I go to the hospital and walk through there. Is he actually there? Maybe go to the front desk, ask where his office is, that kind of thing.
You're not our normal client.
What was his last name again? I'm sorry.
Christopher Vander Woodson.
Vander Woodson?
Yes, Dr. Christopher Vander Woodson.
Okay.
He's a gynecologist.
Oh, that's fine. My wife is my wife has been wanting to set up an appointment, and I was hoping to at least get a upfront consultation to discuss kind of our situation and like to at least get an idea of what we're dealing with. So, can we set up an appointment for us to sit down and talk?
Sure. When would you like this appointment?
As soon as possible, if we could. If you would have one this afternoon, it'd be great.
Today. Yeah, we have one at about 4:30, just before he's about to leave.
That'd be perfect. Thank you.
All right. So you end up having a conversation with his secretary, or with the secretary of the hospital, and you're gonna get an appointment for 4:30 p.m.
Okay. Roughly about what time is it now?
I'm gonna say it's about before noon.
Okay, so like around 11 or so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll head back to the little get together, see if there's a way to contact Elle about if they can meet me at their club early tonight, if possible.
Okay. Where are you, Elle?
That's a good question.
I figure like 11 or so in the morning. I figure you're probably still asleep.
Yeah, probably. Well, I got to bed 3 hours ago.
And you probably don't have a phone where you're at.
At home?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would. Why wouldn't I?
Would you have given Vinny your number?
No, they got a number to call somebody else who will call me, and then I will deal with it from there.
Okay.
I make everybody play phone tag.
Which club did you choose that he had to call you from?
They would be calling the Midnight Garden, the tame one.
Okay, the Midnight Garden. So you need to make a call the Midnight Garden in order to call Elle.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, make phone calls and get it all set up so that way I'm on. People know what I'm dealing with.
Alright, they will tell you that he is currently not, or she is currently not in at this time. But
They'll relay the message.
we'll relay the message.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. In the meantime of the waiting for the message, is there anything else you would like to do?
Yes, I'm going to head back to the library proper. See if there's anybody available there as far as if any of the rest of the party is there, because I mean I figure if I can get a couple more people inside just in case, you know, to kind of help me out would be nice. If not, no worries. And if I come in there and none of the normals are there, then I will instead go over to check my office, look for any messages that are left if there's any.
Mm-hmm.
Usually finding a bunch of crickets, but and then maybe take a nap on a small couch until I'm ready for the appointment at 4:30.
Okay. Magica, where are you?
In this moment,
At this moment, it's about noon.
noon classes. He would have finished his class because it's a very short class, and he'd probably be on his way to either the library or the archives. Let me flip a coin.
They're this one and the same, pretty much.
Yeah, but one's the upper floor, the other one's down below.
Okay, so flip a coin.
He's in the actual library.
Alright, so when you walk into the library, Minnie, you will see our professor here. Professor Lake.
Okay.
Yep. Francis Lake, the Flake.
All right. Professor Flake, if you got a few moments, please.
And Francis will look away from the books that he was perusing. Oh, yeah. What can I do for you?
I have actually a small favor to ask of you. This evening I will be checking out a client who says that her husband is possibly cheating on him, and I was wondering if I can get your help in surveying at a club that Elle likes to frequent.
I can most certainly try.
All I'll need you to kind of do is just to, come in, sit down, have a drink, just relax a bit. The purpose behind this that I'm trying to find out is if I can get at least some eyeballs as far as on where this husband is moving, who they're talking to. I'm trying to get as much evidence as I can to see whether or not this is innocent or is there more to it. And I would kind of like to have a couple more pairs of eyes if possible.
I could definitely endeavor to try.
Okay. I've also got an appointment with the said client's husband. He's a doctor over at Boston General. I'm going to be meeting with him at 4:30. So this ought to be meeting for my... He's a gynecologist, so I'll be meeting for my fictional wife and the baby that we have upcoming, and we are kind of shopping around for gynecologies and wanting just to get a little bit of an idea, but at least wanted to put eyes on him so that way I can and see where he is.
Fair enough.
So, in the end, what I can use from you would be for this evening, if at all possible, to come join us over at the club and keep your eyes peeled, if you would be so kind, of course.
Happy to join you. This sounds like it could be interesting.
I will do what I can.
Hopefully this guy doesn't turn into like a werewolf or something.
After what we've been dealing with lately, I would really prefer that not be the case, but...
Lame.
Albeit I can hear Elle now, just even from the ether, exclaiming their rather blunt thought processes on the topic.
Elle, were you asleep?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not in this room.
No.
No.
You just said late for a room. Alright. Very well. So, Elle, you do get a call.
Yeah. I'll be like, all right. Fine. All right.
They wait about till like well after noon. Because they know that you do not take calls before noon.
Yeah, then basically just respond back with, yeah, all right, okay. Oh, what time is it? Oh, it's too early. All right, fine. Yep. All right, I'll be there, I guess.
Okay. They did say they were heading to the archives until around 4:30.
Well, cool.
Not archives. They would have said library until around 4:30. That's all.
All right, good for them. Puts phone down, goes back to sleep.
You know, as you do.
All right.
Freaking Ray.
So you two are there in the library. And Sure.
Francis now takes down several books on psychology.
On
If you spot a man cheating, we must first learn why he cheats. Answer, he's probably bored, but let's read a book.
Okay. So you're going to read a book.
No, specifically, he's throwing a book at Vinny.
All right.
What the? Oh!
I said catch!
Mm,
Why?
I said catch. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. After the fact.
Held down, numbnuts.
all right.
You know how much a spleen costs these days?
Superfluous organ.
You're a superfluous organ.
Giggity.
It is around noontime when you catch the book, and then you plan on reading up on that, or what do you plan on doing?
Probably actually calling to see if Nathaniel wants to join us. Let's go clubbing.
Baby seals?
Yes.
No, we're not the
Answer.
ice climbers.
Oh, I'm sure it's perfectly legal right now. You would be shocked at what is perfectly legal right now.
That won't be legal, but in 2 years from now.
Shocked and appalled.
Okay. Where is Nathaniel for getting your call?
Nathaniel spent the early morning visiting a series of tailors. He needs a special new satchel made.
Oh, really?
Why?
Well, we'll get to that. Just something to help him carry around some new supplies. The reason he's visiting several tailors, however, is because it has very specific build requirements.
Ah.
I require lead, actual lead, built into every side and the top.
Well, they would normally tell you to Kara is the one you
Uh-huh.
would go see for oddities of such.
I'm willing to pay for the extra work involved.
But when you go to her shop, she is not there, and there's a message saying she will not be back for a while.
Well, I'm sure she's not the only tailor in Boston.
No, but she's an oddity shop. Far as
That's
a
fine. This isn't an odd, like,
far
this-
as a
this is
tailor,
odd, but it's not an
this
oddity.
is a satchel. This is a
Yes.
satchel that you're wanting lead in.
Yes.
Oh, with that weight, it's more like a sagchel.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a lot, but
Okay, yeah, there would be a tailor that would be able to do it. It would be costing you probably twice as much as the normal satchel.
at least.
Oh no, I gotta hear this conversation. Play the guy. Wait, you want to do what?
It's actually a lady.
Nikki,
You wanna-
it sounds like a job for you.
Welcome to Lady Rhymes. How can I help you?
Are you Miss Shrine?
Yes.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Nathaniel Prenton.
Nathaniel Prenton, how can I help you? You need a lady's bag?
I need a specially made satchel, men's satchel.
You need a men's satchel.
Yes.
I thought you were.
If this is a
possibly-
women's store, I have questions for the voices on why they sent me here first.
Because this is because you probably would have seen this one first, and it's more common to find a ladies' shop like this than there would be for man's. A man, you would probably.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This is the age of the peacock presentation.
Huh?
All right, so
But I heard tell, and voices, please inform me if this is incorrect. I heard tell of your exquisite skill and your willingness to perform special modifications to garments upon request. Is this still correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect. Now,
I make them myself.
I go through her wares available.
Mhm.
Does she have a normal satchel?
Yeah,
That
she
would
does
be
have a
up-
normal satchel. She has several satchels. She
Good,
has,
good, good.
but I mean, she caters a lot to the women, but she has branched out to some of the men too. And
Perfect.
so you
Right.
will find that in bags and garments.
Nice men's satchel. Good.
Yes,
Good, good.
this is called bags and garments anyway. Lady
Perfect.
Shrime's bags and garments.
Bags and garments. Yes, it's more the bags that I'm interested in today. Though who knows? This turns out well. I could always use a new suit.
That's true.
Yeah. So however, this is perfect. This satchel I have here. I like the fact that there are multiple compartments inside. I like the fact that it's easily openable and that it can be very securely closed. I sometimes have to do a bit of running to catch the trolley. Yeah, catch the trolley, and I want to make sure that any kind of jostling about won't cause things to spill out.
Ah, okay. So then you're gonna want a special lining as well.
A special what?
Lining.
Whining.
Lining.
Lining, yes.
So
yes,
in any
actually,
event-
thanks for bringing that up.
In-
What I would like is... Let me show this link here. What I would like is for you to line the inside of the satchel with lead. A thin sheet of lead.
You want a thin sheet of lead lined instead of a silk lining.
Well, it can be lead behind the silk, but there must be lead.
Oh, okay. So lead is
There's a
this...
paint factory not that long away. They've got plenty of extra lead down there you can get it from.
I'm sure I will have to check up on the pricing of such garment.
Yes.
Because lead, of course, the cost goes up and down these days.
Understandable.
It depends on how much lead it came through to our area.
Should we say in the area of $5?
Oh no, that's cheap.
This is 1927, please.
It's 1928, and it's December. It is the holiday time, and also, far as you want to know, Nathaniel, that $5 would probably
Be $92.89 today.
yeah. This is hers.
It's
would
almost
be
$100.
Hers
but-
would. What
Very
you're
well.
asking for would probably be about $200 today.
Okay. In that case, I'll round up. We'll say $15.
That would be
If you can get it
doable.
to me by the end of the week.
Yes, I could look into that. Yes.
Perfect.
And the great thing about her, she's discreet. She doesn't want to know why you want lead sewn into it.
She doesn't have a reason to know. She's assuming maybe there's some things that he has to keep secure.
Your discretion is much appreciated.
Yes.
Secrets man was not meant to.
Is there any particular type of cloth you would like, or would you like it in leather?
Leather, please.
Very well. Leather it will be.
Wait, actually, hold on one second. Yes, leather. Leather should be fine.
Very well. Leather and lead. You have, and you said 1 week. Very well.
Again, Thank you very much. Here is half in advance and half upon completion.
Oh, thank you. That will allow for me to get the lead quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
And if you have any trouble, just reach out to old Mrs. Thatcher. She'll know how to find me.
Ah, Lady Thatcher. Fran Thatcher.
Yes.
She has some really good apples.
Indeed, she does.
And we cut
Have you
away.
ever had- Oh, no, I'm not done yet. So that was step one. Step two is to start heading down to the local drugstores, along with some of the more like high shopping traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite supermarkets because supermarkets don't exist yet, but the equivalent of that, local bazaars, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am looking for some good Radithor.
Radithor.
Yep. Radithor, some radium-infused chewing gum, some radium-infused nail polish, toothpaste, all those good things that are perfectly legal and for sale right now.
Yeah.
Well, good news, you just killed yourself. Make a new character.
No, this is what the satchel is for. I'm going to hand them out to people I don't like.
No, to be fair,
But then explain why you're getting toothpaste from you.
no, to be fair, for all, yes, these things are legally on sale and everything, right? But the reason that they are legally on sale is the fact that we didn't quite understand just how bad these things were.
We've already established. Well, actually, the Food and Drug Administration currently is trying to warn people away from them, but they don't have any actual authority granted by the federal government yet to do anything about it.
So
The
therefore,
information is available.
you'll find it fairly readily.
However, I think you may possibly be growing a fifth arm currently.
That, as I said,
Because if
that
you're running
is what
around
the
with a whole
lead line
bunch,
satchel will be for. As it is right now, I'm just, buying a bunch, carrying it at an extended arm's length. I'm going to be burying it in the back, in somewhere a good distance away from Mrs. Thatcher's house. And then once I have the satchel, I'll unbury it, stick it all in the satchel, and carry it around with me.
Suddenly, her apple trees come to life from the radiation.
The ground should be enough. Most of these things aren't super dangerous unless they come into direct skin contact or you ingest them.
Okay,
Which is why so many of them are supposed to be ingested for the health benefits.
so you want the gum, the Radithor, and what else?
Gum, Radithor, they also make radium-infused, because they were using, this is actually where, an interesting historical note, this is actually where the understanding that, like, radioactive things glow green comes from. At the time, they were making a type of paint that would glow green because they mixed in some uranium along with certain other chemicals that would cause a reaction that would make them glow green. So this is where that whole idea comes from. Obviously, uranium in reality doesn't glow green. It's only because of this specific chemical combination. But so this is also where the radium girls come from, if you ever look them up. But no, they were literally selling like radium-infused nail polish, makeup, so that way they could glow. You could have glowing paint on you. Doesn't that sound amazing? And then, in a few years, your jaw falls off.
Wow. Well, you will get what you were looking for at the local drugstore. And they have also Coke there as well, if you would like to have a Coca-Cola.
Of course.
And you do know that
Yeah,
the
so
Coca-Cola...
now what I need you to do is to roll for the heart palpitations and the feelings you're getting in your chest.
Oh, I was expecting this. This is why I bought it.
Yeah,
It's gonna
we'll
be such a
go with
shame.
a hardiness.
Telling you it
We'll
came
go
with
with a
benefits.
hardiness save. oh, that's right, that's not a thing in the system. You just have a heart attack and die.
No,
And are then
30 years
immediately
later.
resurrected by all of the radioactive stuff that you've got in your bag.
I'm gonna be
And this
I'm
is how the
gonna
zombie outbreak
assume
starts.
that actually most of this stuff is because it's used every day. He's probably used some of it before and didn't even know what it was. I'm gonna assume he doesn't really glow right away. I'm thinking this is something in the future, maybe, but he should be
Oh,
all
me, I
right.
never touched this stuff. Couldn't afford it before I worked for Boy, and after I worked for Boy, I was in contact with various government agencies like the FDA, who were aware of the negative consequences of radiation exposure, though not quite the extent that would come in. But as I said, at that time, lacked any authority to do anything about it.
You
Isn't downtime
purchase
fun?
all this. Yes, it is fun. Actually, I kind of like downtime because it makes it so interesting. What's that?
Well, when you started asking that question, I was expecting you to respond with, "But I only open an umbrella indoors." And she like presses a button and a door slides open because he accidentally asked the question is allowed in the secret society. It's inside the textile home.
Yeah.
There's actually a video I was watching where a guy mentions the name of an unlisted YouTube video, and it happens to be a ISBN number for a book. But as he reads it out, he then suddenly stops and he's like, "Oh shit! I'm now going to have to explain to the CIA why I just activated 3 of their sleepers."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so okay, so if that was an activation code, I am really sorry. Also, CIA, don't assassinate me. If you are now beholden to my stuff, buy my merchandise, and we'll just continue with the video as if I didn't just activate you. It's fucking funny.
All right, so you do manage to get your gum and your paint and your nail polish and blush and
Don't forget the Radithor.
and the Radithor.
You know what? Write these in the
It's a
chat.
health drink.
I will make sure to keep these in mind for when you next end up murdering everyone.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. We'll see. Anything?
Hey, don't blame me. Blame William J.A. Bailey.
Well, is there anything else you would like to do before heading back wherever you're heading? Where do you plan on heading?
Well, no, this will take up most of the day, and then I was going to meet with somebody, right?
At 4:30, or just somebody?
Well, you said that I ran into somebody.
I don't remember saying that.
I believe it was Francis.
we were calling you.
Yeah. So I spend most of the day doing that, and then I get, well, not called per se. 'cause
Well, I
don't have
guess we
cell phone
find
and-
you eventually.
Yeah. I'm not that hot.
Our messages left, however you want to look at it.
Hey, are you Vinny Finch?
All right. So
That guy. Oh yeah, Dov, you missed my sage advice earlier.
Yeah, you keep going on about this. What was your sage advice?
Sage is better than time.
that
I
was
was waiting for
good.
something like that.
That was good.
Can you repeat that? I wanted to laugh too. I think all I heard was none of it really.
Sage is better than time.
Oh. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
That was classic.
It was eat your milk, listen to homework, it's eat your milk, stay in homework, don't do your parents,
seriously,
listen
what
to school.
inspired me to do this was the fact that, unfortunately, we weren't really in a position to do anything about Salvatore. So, going forward, I now have a friendly peace offering to give people.
Yeah, so when you eventually get Francis on whatever phone he finds you near, he's like, hey, want to go clubbing?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Francis will ask, do you want to go clubbing?
Clubbing? Clubbing who?
We're going to a nightclub. Do you want to come?
Is there, well, will there be, like, and does the, like, check both sides twice? Firewater there?
I don't know. Ask Elle.
Is Elle with you? Like, is Elle standing where we're all standing together? Or?
Nope.
Probably not.
Oh, so Elle invited you to go to this nightclub. Just strange. When I think of a nightclub, I think of like the things that they would give police officers that are patrolling at night.
That's a billy club.
I know, but they give a different one when they're patrolling at night.
Look, are you coming along or not?
Yeah, sure.
He doesn't understand the question. His brain has been invaded by radiation.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, A, he's now got like half his brain melting out his ears because of all the radiation stuff. And B, you're using terminology that won't exist for like, what, 50, 60 years?
I mean, it's a club that's open at night. He's not wrong.
No, I mean about the opening line of the phone call, like, "Hey, do you want to go clubbing?"
No, I'll
Clubbing?
fair
What do
enough.
you mean, like clubbing?
I'll be
scene?
on the I will
Fair
be
enough.
on the wrong side of history on this one and say that it is Francis calling it a nightclub that causes the name to eventually catch on. So congratulations,
I was
Francis.
going to make that joke that he is actually the origin point of the term clubbing to refer to going to nightclubs.
Exactly. So congratulations, Francis. You changed the course of English dialectic history. We're going to make fun of you in the moment, though, because geniuses are only recognized after their prime. But
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, you're going to have to die so that this term can be, can become common parlance. But I mean, we've already had multiple instances of things which canonically 100% happened that, inspired the thing that is that people remember as being the origin point. It's like, well, actually, no, it was before that. I mean, keep in mind, you are talking to the guy who invented tinfoil in this universe.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that actually invented tinfoil totally stole it from Flake.
oh, you know what the best as we're talking, I'm like loosely explaining I'm loosely explaining the plan to Francis, and I said, "Oh, the best part is one of the things that I bought is specifically a type of underwear, radioactive underwear to cure impotence."
Francis will blink. But haven't the people who've been working in the watch factories been having problems with radium recently?
Oh yeah, they're almost certainly going to die in agony in like a few years.
Yeah, but some of them are already suffering mainline effects from it.
Yeah. But none of this is going to matter until about... Let's see.
Until
Are we
one of
still
them.
going with the line that that the boy has some device that lets us see the future?
We got to because you keep talking about it.
All right. Very well. This won't hit public awareness until 1932, when Eben Byer's jaw falls off and he disintegrates before dying. His bones disintegrate before he dies.
That seems agnomonious.
Granted, he was drinking about 100 bottles of Radithor a day for 3 years.
It's kind of like that dude who's a real life Smurf.
Yep.
Yep. Because he drinks too much colloidal silver a day.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Karsa, you've never heard of that one!
No, I've actually seen it.
Okay, good!
So it's about 3 o'clock. What are you doing?
I'm just napping on my couch.
Okay.
Wake up.
No, you're you're nursing the bruise from getting hit by a literal book.
Well, with all the clubbing
I
that I
nap
keep
on
having
the
experience from you assholes.
Look, man, it's not my fault mosh pits haven't been invented yet. I'm working on it.
If you mosh pit with somebody, they're gonna go flying into a wall.
Point. That's how it gets started.
Look at this new dance I invented. What? Oh!
And thus, the safety dance song is invented 70 years too early. No,
Okay.
60 years early.
All right, we're gonna fast forward since, unless you guys have something you want to talk about before 4:30.
Well, yeah, Francis will ask Vinny. So, how did you get tied up in this case?
I was actually a client came to me.
Fair enough.
I do have a detective business on the outside. She came to me and asked for specifically to find out about this, so checking into the husband in this case.
You don't have a detective business. Don't lie to us.
Wasn't she already convinced that he was cheating beforehand?
She is. She's just looking for proof.
Fair enough.
She did tell you, Vinny, that there were rumors that she had heard, so she had no proof.
Well, that's kind of my point. Everything right now is suspect, so everything's got to be proven.
All right. Well,
Wait, are you saying he's limp until proven hard?
Yeah.
Yep.
okay. In the meantime,
I am currently the entry delegate, also known as the ED.
oh my god.
Well, if he's cheating, somebody was saying that.
If you've got ED, I've got some new underwear that might be able to help.
Really?
No.
All right.
It'll help in some ways and not others.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is this is the origin point of Vinny being the one that invents uranium fever.
Well, then we gotta send him to Uranium City, Saskatchewan.
Okay, if there is nothing else going on at all, we will head forward another couple of hours to 4:30.
Yep, I'm waiting in the doctor's office. Before he walks in the door, if I'm able to wait inside his actual office, let's just rephrase the question. Am I in the waiting room? Am I waiting in his office?
Oh, you would definitely be waiting in the waiting room.
Okay.
And they're going to be asking where your wife is.
She wasn't able to make it this afternoon. However, I would still like to be able to talk to the doctor as far as figuring out the upcoming procedures, as far as to schedule when the appointments, based on the length of pregnancy, and also to figure out to go over his bedside manners, because my wife's rather picky about the doctor she talks to, if you get my point.
Uh-huh. This is highly irregular, sir.
I understand that, ma'am, and I apologize for it. And unfortunately, we do what we can to try to keep our spouses happy.
Oh, then you're a good one.
Well,
Very
thank
well.
you, ma'am. I appreciate that.
That
And
is...
if I may ask, is the doctor married?
What did you say?
Is the doctor married?
As far as I know,
I'm sorry, say again, please.
as far as I know, he just never talks about her.
Okay, fair enough. And it's just an old wives' tale that one of those, if you're gonna go see a gynecologist, a gynecologist that is unmarried is, well, bad luck from where I'm from.
Oh yes, well, as far as I know, he's married.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, so I'm kind of waiting around and, continuing this small talk, looking around on the desks. Is there any other? Is this like a hospital setting, or more like a doctor's office where you would actually see like maybe some of the awards that the doctors have won, or newspaper
Well,
articles?
there's a ton of awards and various there's magazine cutouts, clippings, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some covers and that have been framed, put up on the wall. This guy is clearly incredibly into his job. Essentially, he wants to be like the dude that you think of whenever you mention his line of work. He wants to be the guy.
He's into something, all right.
All right. When you're staring between your girlfriend's legs, you're gonna see this guy. I got you.
You want to know the funniest?
About this, well, before we continue on, the name he uses in the clubs is the Neil Thomas Robinson.
All right, whatever. That's fine. Cool. I'm good with it.
But Christopher is his real name.
So she is now officially Ashley Vanderwoodson - Robinson.
She doesn't know about the Robinson part. AKA, yeah, so Neil. All right, so you all right. Dr. Van Woodson would see very highly irregular, sir. Very highly irregular. You right now.
I'm sorry. Can you set the scene up again? Are we in his office or what's going on?
Okay, you are currently in the waiting room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nurse is coming through the door.
Oh, okay. Because I was talking.
Yeah.
I was talking to one nurse. Now I'm talking to another nurse.
Yeah, well, there's always
Okay, okay,
many.
okay.
There's a lot of nurses in a hospital. Particularly his personal nurse is going through the door.
Okay.
And is asking for you. As you're looking around the room before you head in, you do see quite a few propaganda on the walls, talking about health and different things like that. And of course...
Interesting that you'd call health posters propaganda.
Yes, it would be propaganda.
I see it in terms of like
They
the
put
way
fluoride in my water.
Yeah, like the way that things are depicted, rather than just being like a factual information sheet, it's one of those things like, I'm trying to think of like the ideal ones. Like the wartime propaganda sort of style of informational stuff. Like there's a way that you can tell people like, keep your trap shut because you don't want to be spreading around private information.
Loose lips
But
sink ships.
Yeah, but the poster is the loose lips stink ships thing.
Mm-hmm.
Need to stay up for 32 hours on your shift? Here, have some amphetamines.
That's that's the thing. There's no like medical data laws or anything right now. Like he can tell anybody anything about anybody he's seeing for any reason.
Well,
You got ghosted blood. Do cocaine about it.
you would see the typical picture of Norman Rockwell. I think that'd be about this time, and also
Norman Rockwell.
yes, wouldn't that be about this time? Yeah, that'd be about this time.
No.
You sure?
I mean, I'll double check.
Mm-hmm. And you would also see
Yeah, fair enough. It could be very early Rockwell work.
yes, very early Rockwell work. It is rather
Be in his 30s.
yeah.
More used to his 40s.
And you would
50s
also
stuff.
see the apple a day keeps the doctor away kind of thing. Get yourself checked. And they
Which brand of cigarettes does he recommend?
All of them.
he likes the Campbells. Okay. And then
I you'll never miss an opportunity to remind people just how awful the past is.
Yeah. So as you were going in, normally we would take your weight, but you're not the one who we're supposed to be seeing.
Correct, ma'am. I'm here to do just, pardon the phrasing here, but to feel out the doctor. My wife's very picky about who she'll talk to. I mean, she's very fresh, maybe about 2.5, almost 3 months along now, and we wanted to. I've talked to a couple of other doctors, so I'm just trying to come back so we can figure out who we're going to set it up with and stay with and go from there.
I see. All right. Well, very, very interesting. So, what are you looking for in a doctor? This is
Well-
while you're waiting for the
Right,
doctor.
right.
You head into his office. His office is has some of his awards on it, making sure that you know he is the man for this type of medicine. All of his awards.
His awards are the awards I've been seeing out that he's got posted up here is extremely impressive.
Yes, he's very good at his job. He's well known and
Mhm.
and soon to be the Doctor of the Year at Boston General.
Oh, really? That's wonderful.
Hmm.
We've got full soap opera.
Yeah, he's constantly in competition with another doctor in the industry. Dr. Gray. He's very into anatomy.
And that is false advertising. Her anatomy was never shown on the show one time.
Yeah, exactly. It's terrible.
I mean, actually, hold on a second.
All right. You said she's 3 months along?
Well, between 2.5 and 3 months, yes, ma'am.
So she's already through the first trimester and
Yes,
almost
ma'am.
into the second trimester.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
And is there anything that she is worried about? And why she's
How
so
cold are his
picky?
hands?
My wife.
His hands are very cold. Unless he warms
How
them
much
up.
of a sense of humor does he have? Is he going to pretend there's an echo?
As you were saying?
So the question, as far as what I'm looking for from the doctor, obviously the doctor is extremely renowned, of course, in his field, which is wonderful. I'm looking more for beyond the academic side of things, which is
Mhm.
quite obviously fulfilled in that aspect. I'm looking more for, admittedly, man, this is going to come across kind of odd, but more of from a, forgive me for saying, superstitious side. My wife's from Saskatchewan, so she comes from a very long line of very superstitious type of people. What I mean by that is you got to find certain aspects, like, is the doctor married? What kind of bedside manner do they have? That's sort of a wild thing. Like, what color are her socks?
You married
I
a
understand.
native?
I'm sorry.
You married a native?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Highly irregular?
Irregular to you, ma'am, but one cannot say what will draw one to your partner.
I see.
And the times they are changing. What can I say?
So, again, what would you like to know?
Well, right now, I'd like to actually meet the doctor himself, just so I can sit down, talk, take a look at his bedside manner, his mannerisms. Do you know if he's married?
Right, that's been covered like 3 times. Yes.
As far
the
as
one-
we
the
know,
one-
yes,
the
he's
one
married.
said-
I've
The
never
one said
met
maybe,
her.
we're not sure. Yeah.
I've never met her, and he really doesn't talk about her a lot.
Okay. As far as what about other patients that he's had? Do you have anyone, as far as like glowing reviews? Anything like
You
that?
immediately start finding that you regret that answer because for the next 45 minutes she talks your
Oh,
both
yeah.
ears and also your legs, your arms, your heart, everything is completely deatomized by how much this woman will talk off about just how good this doctor is.
No, good. No, that's actually a good thing, believe it or not. Because it starts to kind of give me an idea. As she's going on.
Yeah, you definitely get the impression he's not particularly that much of like an actual people person. Like, effectively, he's like, you know how Dr. House is like weaponized autism in terms of I'm good at my job. He's effectively that on steroids based on what she's telling you.
Yeah. In a person, he's an absolute, utter, complete prick. But when it comes to the science, this man is unbeatable.
So his bedside manner is actually quite poor.
Yeah, actually.
Pretty much. Yeah, you get the impression that he's one of those people that probably during like university life, he was given the suggestion of, don't pretend to not be the smartest person in the room. So he is of the opinion when he walks into the room, everyone is basically Neanderthals smashing two rocks together. Meanwhile, he is the neurosurgeon.
And as we see, Dr. Van Woodson walks in. That would be you.
Hey, this guy.
But the real question is he wearing glasses?
Well, of course.
Absolutely.
So he's a nearsighted gynecologist. Got it.
You are free to make whatever assumptions you want about a pair of glasses that you're not looking through. Some people call them some people call them glasses. Other people call them a splash guard.
Dr. Van Woodson,
No, he prefers a telescope.
Dr. Van Woodson, this is Vinny. I didn't catch your last name.
Vinny, Vincent Finch. Nice to meet you, sir.
Vincent Finch.
Yeah, so when he walks in, sees us, immediately stops. He has that kind of, the thing about germaphobes.
Yep.
How like you put your hand out to him to shake his hand, and he kind of gives that look of like, oh yes,
like pulls the hand back, like goes into like defensive posture kind of a thing.
Yeah. He immediately kind of claps his hands in front. There's that clear kind of, I'm wiping my hands off the germs you're about to be giving me.
Yep.
Kind of thing.
Yep, got
it looks kind of offended at the concept that you would deign to touch him.
Okay.
Or, yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you.
It's kind of, I don't deal with men. What do you need?
Oh, I understand. This is a rather awkward situation for you, Doctor. And fully admittedly, it is for me too. I'm actually here. My wife is 10 to 11 weeks pregnant, and we are looking for. We have just moved over from Saskatchewan, and we are trying to find a gynecologist to discuss with and to work with up and through my wife's pregnancy. And I was going through here, and I'm going through and interviewing the various prospects, if you will, to find out who we was to be not only the most qualified, but it's going to be helpful for us. So, wanted to meet you in person.
Yes. Gee.
Yes, sir. I've been seeing that all of your accolades coming in here as far as the various awards and stuff that you've got plastered around here. So from an academic sense, you knocked it out of the park, as they say, in other areas of the country. What I wanted to ask, though, is a couple other questions, if I may. My wife... Now,
Proceed.
Admittedly, some of these questions are going to come kind of odd here. Please understand. My wife's a little bit more than a little superstitious. So if some of these questions come out quite odd, I'm apologizing way ahead of time because some of them might sound a little weird. First off, are you married, sir?
Your wife is superstitious, so you want to know if I'm married.
That is correct. That is one of her superstitions, sir.
Sir,
It
he's
is-
asked that twice now.
Yeah,
So
he's immediately giving you the fry, not sure of kind of eyes narrowing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the hell?
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. It is actually apparent. You can see this is the way that he's kind of holding his hands away from the germs that are speaking to him. You can see he does actually have. He's not wearing it currently, but there is the tan line of a wedding ring.
Okay. But I'm still waiting for him to answer at this point.
That would
Yeah.
be the worst place to lose it.
Or the best, because then you get to dive in and find it.
Oh no, how do you explain that to your wife? Well, where is it?
Work-related injury.
Yeah, you never know. You end up having a kid that comes pre-pierced. Your kid's born. They've already got a nose ring. You're like, what the fuck?
Mom's gonna be pissed.
That is incredibly fucked up. I am a terrible person and probably going to hell for that one.
Oh hell,
Yeah, you're going to hell for
I'm
so
all
many
support. That
reasons.
was
Don't worry about that joke.
Oh Christ.
I gotta use that one. 22 reasons I got called in HR.
all right, continuing on.
Today.
So what are some of the other questions, sir? I guess you still need that answer.
He does like after like a minute sort of be like, yes, I am married.
Oh,
Is
fantastic.
that a problem?
Thank you. No, that's actually better. Thank you. All right.
Okay.
I take that out my nose pen. I write that down. Okay. I look down at his feet. What color socks is he wearing?
You can't see any.
Okay, I just see like the long pants and like a pair of boots, or is it just pants and the shoes?
He's wearing like immaculate. You would actually swear that he was standing outside, like fucking ironing the creases in these trousers.
Okay.
That he's wearing with a pair of Oxford shoes. And it's kind of funny that you're pretty sure if you were able to get like a photograph of his feet, that you would find that the laces are tied like identically, but mirror image.
Yeah, done down to the nth degree to where it's like
Yeah.
the absolute licking of perfection.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you. Okay. All right, good. So I gotta take care of that. Let's see here. Definitely married here. Let's see. You've got priest here, well presented. Good, excellent. Thank you. All right. Glance over at the walls. Okay, the sun coming in at 7:30. Okay. Just one second, sir. 1 second. All right. Start writing down some various objects in here. Well. All right, cool. I think she will be very intrigued by this. How would this actually work out as far as from an appointment point of view, sir? I guess probably the first question I should be asking is the very first place is, are you taking new patients?
He kind of looks between you and the other nurse, and just like, this is an irregular situation here. Why?
I know, sir, but
You would call the office and apply.
Normally, I would
He
call
walks over
call
to
the
where
office to
there's
make an
a little
appointment,
bed.
actually.
Yeah, he walks over to where there's a little desk there and like reaches over, pulls up like and we see you when we are available. And he sort of pauses, pulling back the sleeve on his over the wrist, and yeah, you see it's not like what the fuck are they called? Those like stupid expensive watches. Like he has a stupid expensive watch
Rolex.
for the time period.
He has a good pocket
Yeah,
watch.
we're rolling. I actually can't remember how long Rolexes have actually been these stupid expensive.
I think
watch,
like,
but anyway,
since
yeah,
like 1890, I think.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Like I don't know offhand, but yeah, he's got like what looks to be a probably fairly newish. Yeah, fuck it, let's just say it's a Rolex, and then yes, he also ends up like double checking that with a pocket watch that also is probably worth more than like your house, kind of thing.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those pretentious twats.
Okay.
And it's like, speaking of, I do have an appointment fairly soon.
Oh no, I was just I wanted to add. So I'm going to take it that we're going to be accepting new patients. So I do appreciate your time here. So would I just be talking with your nurse at the front desk here to set up our follow-up appointment with my wife?
Well, you would discuss that with me whilst having the appointment, sir.
We can't be discussing this now. I'm staying right here. So are you.
6 minutes.
Yes, sir. So why don't we go ahead and set up the next appointment, and then that way we can get. I can go tell my wife about what's going on out here. You can go ahead and set up in here, make sure that she can be here, and start getting things moving along.
Yeah. As you're saying that, he looks across to the nurse, and like the very moment you finish saying those words,
Yeah.
he immediately says, "Would you see to Vincent and put him on the list for us, please?
Very well, sir.
Thank you."
Because he's got this like I'm impatient. I need to get the fuck out of here. Kind of like
Well, the funny
Sure,
thing
I'll
is,
I'll
you
put the
are.
hand out.
The funny thing is, you were actually the last appointment. So he just told you a lie.
But would he have any way of knowing that?
I would have no way of knowing that.
No way of knowing that.
No, the only person who would have any way of knowing that is Francis,
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
who's notably
Francis
waiting
there?
outside.
Hold
No,
on,
he's
is Francis
outside.
there?
No,
He
he's
hears.
outside. Outside the building.
I mean, his
He-
body
uh,
language, his
yeah,
body language is
unfortunately-
telling everything. But yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, to be fair, yeah, you get the immediate thing of like he was away to deal with something and then coming back. It's likely he may have had a different appointment which has actually been cancelled. I mean, you can put two and two together enough to work out that it is quite late in the day. Likely, you are one of the last people he would be seeing that day anyway.
No, that part makes sense. But yeah, as far as him getting out of the situation, it's either A, this is too awkward, I need to get the fuck out of here, or B,
Yeah, kind of thing.
I got someplace I need to go, so I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Yeah, and there is a moment where there's like a look between him and the nurse. Of like she probably wants to say, but this is your appointment, and he's giving her that look.
Yeah, she is giving him that look, and then
Yeah,
okay.
the silent look of like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Get the fuck
if,
out of here, yeah.
if you tell him the information that is true,
She'll
you
be
will
fired.
not work in this city again.
She'll be fired. So
Yeah.
she
He-
decides not to and moves on along.
Yeah, like it's kind of funny, yeah, because like everything about this guy kind of supports the type of personality you expect from like somebody that you probably assume is going to be cheating. He doesn't seem to give a flying fuck about anything to do with people.
He just cares about the
I feel like-
vaginas.
Fuck off. Yeah,
He doesn't care about the people. He just cares about the
I
finest.
care about this sexual organ. I do not care about the person attached to it.
Pretty much.
Which is kind of funny because like everything from
Hey-o.
Ashley kind of supports this. Is that he is far too married to his job. He does not care for her.
Well, this just raises all sorts of questions about if he wants to get a picture for his medical file. I mean, it's not like he's going to recognize her face.
Oh, that's terrible.
Wait, hold on. Oh, hey, stares down. Oh, hey, Mary, how are you?
God damn it! If this was a more modern setting, he would just be a plastic surgeon.
I'm not gonna lie, that was an initial thing. I seriously considered it. And it's like, would there really be like this,
Not yet.
a person in that position that could also have all these other things that I want this character to have?
I mean,
Kind of
it's
difficult to
That's where my
Yeah.
class sergeant went.
it's too early in the century for him to be that big on cosmetics. So
Yeah, nowadays they just give people radium pills and call it good.
This is why I learned ventriloquism in college.
all right, moving on.
Hmm.
So you you were ushered out with the nurse as saying this
Oh, yeah.
would be the time and date that you will be
Yeah, I stood up like the
expected?
following Thursday at like 10 in the morning.
and she will ask the name of your wife.
Her name is Susan Kamchi.
Susan Kemchi. Why does she have a second name compared to yours?
Spell that, Mr. Finch.
Sure. CAMCHEE.
It wasn't a legal requirement in the 30s for the wife to take the husband's last name.
Still
That's
not
part of
legal.
that's part of the superstition. In her people's name, she is not allowed to take mine.
It was never a legal requirement.
Yeah, it's never been. But it's odd. And you would, okay, yeah, you would definitely realize that that is a Native American name.
Mm-hmm.
How does the doctor react when he finds out it's a Native American name?
You know what? I never actually specified this. You know what? There is a very slight kind of sneer.
Oh, I like it. The mention of the name.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like you get a little bit more of the fry eyes narrowing.
Yeah.
Like if
You're not entirely sure if it's because he's a racist twat or if it's more just the thing about a, strictly speaking, like standard, like what was it, the modern American
Yeah.
being at this time as being, this is definitely not normal.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Are you okay, doctor? I got some tissues in my pocket if you need it.
He just kind of, he gives there's a small sort of head shake, followed immediately by that he's still holding his hands in front of him, but he does that like sort of flicking the fingers as if, you know, shoot, go away.
Well, I will
right
see you
this
next.
way, sir. We will head to the
No,
exit.
absolutely. Well, thank you, ma'am. I much appreciate it. I will see you next Thursday, doctor. It's been wonderful meeting you. and we will go and head on my way.
All right, so you head out.
That was interesting. As I get back into the vehicle with Francis, I'll run some stuff by you, Mr. Francis.
Okay.
First off, our doctor comes across as an exceptionally arrogant prick.
Doctors tend to do that, yes.
Well, a little bit more than your normal like my hands are the fingers of God. This one seems to be kind of lost in his
Okay, hold-
Start of all of this. Is Vinny actually married, or is he just like staking this guy out for some reason?
I'm staking this guy out. This is the guy that I was asked by his wife to see if I know if he's cheating.
Oh, okay.
So I'm coming in here to bullshit because I want to see how he would react in in like a official setting.
No, he's the one coming in things.
And
Heyo.
well, I wasn't initially. I was a little bit afraid at first, and I was going to pull out, but then I decided, I got to go all the way through, and I wanted to see this plan to the end.
See it
But
through
were
to
you
its conclusion.
petrified?
Yeah.
The lewd train never stops, Karsa.
I know.
You made it worse for making this man a gynecologist.
On
Yep,
purpose.
yep.
You were like, this is a coal train. I have this giant sack of coal that says gynecologist on it.
It works.
Toot,
where-
motherfucker.
Hold on. Where'd the coal sack go? Oh no.
Is it Friday already?
No, I thought it was Thursday.
Hey,
No, it's
And I will
clearly Tuesday.
and I will hear no arguments. The best duo in any of Gears of War is Coltrane and Baird, hands down.
On the way, you two meet up outside.
Yeah, one of the things with this guy is he's a major, like I said, major prick. One thing I did notice in there, because there's a lot of articles about his work, but one thing I did not see was any family pictures at all. I did see like a shadow of what looked like a tan line for a wedding ring, but he was not wearing it in his office. And I am kind of, at least from a personality perspective, he comes across like a lead weight. So I'm kind of curious to see how his antics are when he's at the club of sorts.
Well, I'll ask you. Oh, but no, I'm not here. Am I? Yeah. Well,
You are now. Fuck it.
Fuck it, go for it. Bring it up.
well, that's the
Fuck
point. Like,
it,
if
Bo.
Francis is there, and I was following Francis, then
Do it. You're here. Go.
We're both sitting on a red bench.
Cool.
all right, fair enough. That's fine. Okay. Wait. This is all still in downtime, right?
Yes.
Damn it. All right. Well, if he's interested, tell him where I can. Tell him that I know. We know where he can get some very cheap Radithor.
No, you
Like,
know.
I don't have the satchel prepared yet. Otherwise, I would totally be offering him some.
He can
Not
prescribe
Vinny,
himself
not
some
Vinny,
if
the
he
doctor.
wants to. He can prescribe himself some if he wants to.
I know, but hey, this is I got one. Yeah, try it.
Mm-mm.
Hey, according to Evan Byers, a champion golfer, it made him, put him in the
I
best
forgot
state
the
of his
guy
life
was a golfer.
for a little while.
I forgot the guy was a golfer.
Yep.
Imagine being a guy who has to do relatively flexible sports. Because you do have to have some good flexibility for golf. Only for your everything to basically snap on the backswing. Radium replaces calcium.
Oh, it just sounds like an interesting image to watch.
Vinny and Nathaniel and
Francis.
Francis are in the same area talking about this. Trying to rein you guys in, bring you back.
So, Elle, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are
What
you?
time? What time was I supposed to meet everybody at the club? Like dusk?
Yep, about this
Something like
time.
that.
All right, so 4:30-ish rolls around. The alarm clock goes off. Elle rolls out of bed. You can see that Brandy is there in the bed too.
The whole thing
rolls
is,
out of
at this
bed,
point,
takes
she's
like
damn
3
near
other
lives.
people out of the way.
She practically lives with him these days.
The only thing that would be out of place are the 2 long scars down Elle's back around where the shoulder blades are supposed to be, or are. They have those. Never answers any questions about him, just ignores the questions. Gets up, goes to the bathroom, gets out of the daily routine, because they just got up, clearly. They're mumbling about, I gotta be up 2 hours before I wanted to be, because somebody wants to go. I don't even know what the hell they want. This is a pain in the ass.
I don't know what they want. I forgot to ask. I'm gonna take it out on them later.
And I'll see you
To
tonight,
be
Elle.
fair, yeah, if you want to know, you have to be interested enough to ask. And if Elle clearly is not interested enough to ask, then they don't really care.
Well, Nav, you missed the point of Elle got this like third hand because the way that they contact Elle is they call one of the clubs and then that manager calls Elle.
Yeah.
Because he never gives out his number to anybody but that manager.
Yeah.
So, you've been the message has been relayed
Yep.
about as best as it could be done.
And if the manager thought it was worth asking, they would have asked. They
Yeah.
didn't, so it's like, alright. Gets up, goes through the whole thing of it takes about an hour for them to get ready.
Well, the main
Yeah.
reason is you would have said probably that if this person, and this person ever contact me, get a hold of me.
I mean, Elle gets up, takes them
They
about an
weren't
hour to get
us.
ready.
But
Takes
It
Goes to the
takes an hour
shower.
because Brandy wakes up 10 minutes later.
Pulls him back into the bedroom, into the bed.
Yeah. Who said anything about that? No, I mean, basically, you don't want to eat off any surface in that house.
well, there's one service to eat off of. Yeah, the whole
Every
you know,
surface in that house has been eaten off of.
like a Jackson
than
College meeting.
But then she remembers she has an evening class that night and says, "Oh, I'm gonna be late."
No, you won't.
Better not be. It's not my fault.
No, it can't be my fault.
Exactly.
No, legitimately can't.
Exactly.
Okay, moving on. We go through the shower, brushing teeth, all that nonsense with non-radioactive. Actually, it wouldn't matter to Elle.
Mm-hmm.
We go through the whole thing. Then eventually drive on down to Club the Seat. Probably get there slightly ahead of the rest of the group.
Oh yeah, you would. And cue being in Club to See. Now,
Oh, alright. Then we just go to the bar, order a drink, and just wait. I'll leave a message with the doorman. Be like, when these 3 show up, just send them over to the secondary bar. I'll be there.
of course. Anything else, sir?
No. As long as nobody gets out of line, I think tonight will be pretty simple.
Hopefully. So far, it's been easy, but it's been actually, early yet.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how things progress.
Okay. So it's about that time, and you three finally do show up. The bouncer here sees you.
You
And-
walk up, and the bouncer immediately puts a hand out and is like, "Problemate, do you have an invitation? Hello?"
Rat and dress. Come on, I know one person. It's a rat in a dress. I know one person that's called gets that reference.
Well, yeah,
Alright.
there's a vampire club that they're going to on that.
Fair.
So yeah, you've got the one bouncer that's basically like, "Hold the fuck up, and who the fuck are you?" And then a noticeably shorter dude with a clipboard comes walking over and like, "Who are you? Are you on the list?" Because he doesn't
certainly-
recognize you.
I think we are. Al?
We are one of
Oh,
the.
L is not anywhere visible to this.
That's the thing. Like into the thing. Al, like
Not near the door,
Fred-
unfortunately.
Yeah, and the guy just kind of looks.
Francis
looks like
will look at them. We are friends of L. My name is Francis Lake, better known as Flake, better known as Tin Tin Hat Man.
It's Finch. And this is Mr. Nathaniel.
Nathaniel Prenton. Can I offer you some gum?
No. He just kind of looks across the
Fr-
tree. Is like
Francis takes a gum from him and chucks it into the street.
Oh no!
Okay, immediately 6 bobbies with their nightsticks run over it. Not hitting you for littering.
I get the $600
It's honestly
fine.
kind of perfect. It's
Actually-
like the universe itself just. It's,
Yeah, like literally 3 bobbies come over for the nightclubbing. You know, nightsticks ready.
Hey, check it out! It's some nightclubbing.
Yeah, they
Hey.
look down the street. They see Nathaniel's paddy wagon. Be like, "Hey, they already got the van. Let's get them."
And I'm about to get my ass kicked with the soundtrack.
Okay,
Probably-
but when you say your names are
Yeah, the
on
guy
the
will kinda-
list.
Yeah, he'll kind of look a couple of times as if he's checking the list, and then
This,
it's like,
oh, Jesus
okay,
Christ, this can't be
fine.
fucking right.
Yeah, just like he kind of like, okay, fine, like moves, taps on the door, and the guy on the inside opens the door because they've got security and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's clearly like just watching you guys because you are outside of the
Stand out.
normal. Yeah, you kind of stand out for the type of people that come along here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are allowed into Club to See.
Okay.
And
as you
I will tell you right now, if it are any of you carrying visible weaponry,
Nope.
Not even close.
Visible?
about Nathaniel,
Visible?
do you have a bulge that looks like a Tommy gun?
Nathaniel always carries his service revolver, but he didn't bring his Tommy gun.
Is
Yeah,
it
that's
visible?
yeah.
Now, I'm curious. Well, no, because it would be like tucked into a hidden holster. But more importantly, though, I was wondering what kind of music are they playing in this nightclub?
Very good. But I don't want to say jazz because that's what everyone says.
That's my point. It's like it's not like I'm going to be playing like EDM. Like
No.
Yeah, no, yeah. You walk in, you start hearing ragtime EDM.
yes,
I'm
I'm
in.
sure it exists. I gotta find this. I'm sure it exists.
Okay, somebody
dude,
find us. We need this
right.
in our lives.
Real
What-
quickly for you, Nathaniel, Google the words "leisurely ragtime." It is an actual song.
But whatever it happens to be, it is pushing the boundaries of like the genres. They are up on the.
What
We
was
have
it?
found-
What was it? Leisurely
Yeah.
ragtime? or-
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Anytime that I have been doing the music for Waystone Mysteries, I'm playing putting on the Ritz when it comes to L.
Really?
Yes.
That is a quality
Sounds old
song.
enough.
Oh yeah,
Hey, the
you
song's
defined
old
it.
enough. It was originally sung by fucking what's his name?
I mean, I actually have I have songs for each of you. Do you want to know which ones they are?
Sure.
Please.
Okay. All right. So for L, it's ragtime. For
It's not.
or
genre.
not ragtime. It's putting on the Ritz. For the entire group, my starting song is ragtime. Something like that. Okay. Smoke Jacket Blues. I believe I put for Nathaniel. No, actually that's for Vinny. I have which one for Francis? Francis, you're gonna have the one that's kind of like losing your marbles. The name is called Losing Your Marbles.
Fair enough.
Honky Tonkin is whenever Cain is involved. And I'm trying to.
Explains a lot.
Yeah. and then Old World Saga tends to be Nathaniel's.
What?
Old World Saga tends to be yours, or Strollin.
Okay.
Or Strollin is yours. It's kind of in between because the type of music that I play. And then when actually the mystery is at its height, it's Apocalyptic Echoes.
Apocalyptic Echoes for the actual mystery. So Old World Saga and what else?
And Strollin.
Stroll. Okay.
Mhm.
Keep strolling.
My brain immediately went there as well.
Now is that strolling or strollin?
Strollin. With an apostrophe at the end.
By Horace Silver?
By TrackTribe.
Gotcha, found it.
He's getting these off the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
YouTubes.
Yeah, because you'll be able to notice who's kind of in charge at the time. It's either I think I played Losing Marbles for you, Francis. Yep. You get the Losing Marbles.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, I have songs for each of you.
Well, if anything happens to Nathaniel, my next goal will be to make a character that can only be properly described by the song Heroin from the Velvet Underground.
And the song for when you guys are doing sexual things or getting into the mood is Cocktail Hour
Now,
by
you see-
Aaron Kenny. You all are heading into into Club Deceit, and you do notice that the madam is there. It's just,
There's a manager. This was already covered.
the manager is there and asks for your names again
I'm a manager.
because you seem to you're kind of told to head upstairs, and you say your names again, and they walk
Okay,
you through.
before you do all that, can you please describe what the inside of the club and all that looks like? Like a lot more detail.
Well, that's going to be Elle who has to do that.
Elle, could you please describe what the inside of the club looks like in significantly more detail?
Go through the coat room, which is a completely separate room, and then you go through a black velvet curtain into a I have slight troubles picturing the 1920s clubs, but that's fine. There is a large stage at the back because this does run definitely way more glued than anything that would be proper for any other club's type of cabaret. Can't call it burlesque because that's not true because most of the clothes come off, or actually more than most of the clothes go off. There are if you pay, there are dancers in each that will be on your table if you want, male and female. Almost all all of the waitstaff is topless but not bottomless. You gotta pay for that.
I was hoping it was the opposite.
No. I am not starting the first bottomless party. That's not gonna start till like the 20-odd.
You got it! You got
Yeah.
the reference!
Yep. I can't remember the movie, but I know I've seen it.
It's one of the Harold and Kumar movies. I forget which one.
Oh, it's the second one. It's Escape from Guantanamo.
That's it, yeah.
Wait, there's more than one Harold and Kumar movie?
Yeah.
3.
There's at least 3.
Yeah. There's Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay, and Harold and Kumar The Christmas Special.
I knew about the first one.
I really wish they had titled that last one A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. I love when they title things, like, give them that kind of weird title. A very, thing Christmas.
Yeah. As far as like the color scheme, it's a lot of darker colors. You see a lot of like black and red. Most of the fittings are a nice polished brass, but not enough that like there's glare and coming off of it. Black carpeting, red tablecloth.
There's a sizable amount of purple involved as well.
In certain areas. It is very much the, I didn't think we were walking into a vampire den, but we did. Well, I mean, as with any of the club, there's a nice, smoky haze going around. You look at the first bars you pass, you look at the bottles on there, and you're like, I see why I don't come here. I can't afford to be here.
Opiates aren't completely illegal yet.
I was gonna ask about if there was like an opium. Is it like a small opium den on one side or something like that?
You don't see one though. That's off on that. This is very much this area is its own, and any other areas are separated for a reason.
Right.
Much easier to, and easily to think about it, it's much easier to control that way.
Yeah. I just wondering because this is. That's why I was wondering if it was like more of an English thing for the opium den.
I think the first thing that would come to your mind as you're taking it all in is, yep, Den of Iniquity. Got it.
Almost sort of like an American Hellfire Club.
Sure. Yes. Yeah.
All right. Gotta make
I might
sure
not.
take out the X-Men.
Yep. They're in the back. But you guys will be led up to the VIP area, where you will see that the bartender is only serving one person. That happens to be Elle, and Elle is sitting with her back to the bar, lounging against it, with the bartender basically around their neck.
Hopefully, we're not interrupting something.
No, waiting on you. Oh, why am I here?
I suppose that's a greater question in general. Some behavioralists would argue that we're here
No.
to live
I meant,
and reproduce.
I
While
meant why are we
others-
here in this box canyon?
Sex club vibe, but yeah, that is it's an open secret that the rooms that charge by the 15 minutes are upstairs and technically not part of Club de Seat.
Yeah, they're part of the hotel above the club.
Yeah, because that technically has a massive asterisk by it. So, like, technically, but not really.
Fair enough. Well, the reason
Okay,
why
so if you want to know why, okay, I'm here because Francis asked me if I wanted to go nightclubbing, and I was very confused when he told me to put my bat away.
Okay, that explains that one. But I just go to Vinny, who was about to speak.
the reason why I asked you guys to come here specifically. I was asked by a client looking into whether the husband is cheating. I bring out a picture of like the doctor along with his names and such. Same person I asked you about, and you said that they were frequent occupants of this place. So I wanted to find out, get some more eyes on it, being that you know this place better than anybody. And also, I figure with the rest, you can also be using them as eyes and ears to find out who he's meeting with and trying to get some evidence. If it's just a flagrant normal cheating scheme, then okay, get whatever evidence we can for that, and so I can let my client know. If not, if it's for some other purpose, then okay, and try to get some understanding so we can figure out what and why. So that was the reasons why I was asking you specifically to come in here, because of your knowledge of this place, as well as you said you've seen it before.
And the rest of us just kind of invited ourselves along.
I look at Francis. I don't think this is your kind of place.
It is not, but I think it looks interesting.
Question for you. Did Francis have the foresight to potentially dress up when going to a place called Club Deceit?
Yeah. He's got a big coat.
Okay, so he looks like he should be in a sex shop ordering something highly questionable that comes in a brown paper bag. Gotcha.
Now, the most interesting thing, though, Elle, is yes, you've seen this picture, but he's never been called Dr. Van Woodson. He's always been named Neil.
Work that in.
And he tends to try to outshine you in the party.
Well, there's the issue. If he has to try, he's already failed.
Well, he always fails, but he tries to be the life of the party when he's here.
Yeah, he throws around a lot of cash. Shows up, thinks he's the center of attention. I will look at the bartender. Would you mind taking this upstairs and running it past the girls, see if they know how many of them, or if any of them have been with this, I believe his name, I think he calls himself Neil here.
Why would he use a nom de plume here?
Why wouldn't he?
Oh
Most
my
people here
god,
do.
you poor summer child.
Most
That
people
is
do.
the literal thing that the bartender says as taking the photo, gives Elle a nod and a head
Yeah.
shake.
Yeah, he's knowledgeable in knowledge, and that's about it.
Fair enough.
Oh
So,
yeah, you
Elle,
should have
do
heard the
you have,
advice I
like,
gave
a
my
s-
students earlier. Or maybe knowing you
have-
wouldn't.
Like a standing investment in this place, or
Yes, actually.
interesting. How much does a membership normally cost?
You probably make about enough in a year.
No, I'll.
Was
pull
not
out-
talking to you, was I, Francis?
Yeah, I will go and pull the go behind the bar, pull out the costing. I haven't looked at it. I will look at the paper, look back. It'll cost you about 500.
Is that monthly or yearly?
Yearly.
It's still a hefty charge, but
It's
Well,
an
it's
extremely hefty charge.
doable if you make that kind of money.
Yeah, I looked at what 10,000 in the current day would be in the 20s, and it was like 633 something. I'm like, I'm not charging people $633 a year. That doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
no, I get it, yeah.
The thing is,
But
when you
you-
go in, you don't have to pay for anything except for your drinks. Just
Well, yes. You do have to
And
pay for all the
tips.
amenities.
and tips. Is that right? No, you have to. You have to pay.
You're definitely paying for the tip because those rooms charge by the 30 minutes.
Okay. You're paying and you're paying and you're paying some more. Got it. Wow.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Karsa, I don't think you know how membership clubs work. Yes,
Not
you
this
pay.
time.
No. I mean, even in modern day, yeah, you pay to get through the door, and you pay for everything.
Okay.
And as I was saying, this is probably the only time I'll ever get a chance to be here. So, Vincent, let me know if you need my help. I'm gonna hit one of those tables.
Fair enough. Oh, and I'll be like, you know what? On the house, and they'll hand you a bottle of. Well, what do you normally drink?
Does Jack Daniels exist yet?
Yes.
Okay, Jack Daniels.
Oh. Close enough. They'll hand you another. They'll hand you a bottle of whiskey that is much more expensive than Jack Daniels.
Ooh. Nice.
On the house. The whole bottle.
Thank you. You see, I told him you weren't. I told him you didn't have a stick up your ass.
Not tonight. Francis, what are you drinking?
The single malt I brought with me.
You are sad.
No, you will literally get that. I can't remember what it is, but it is a picture of Ryan Gosling, or is a gif of Ryan Gosling stepping back with a "Are you fucking serious?" face on.
Yeah, if you've got single malt, I'll just take a little bit of that. Next time, I'm just gonna say milk and see if I get slapped.
No. Do you want breast or fresh?
Just give me the whiskey.
Francis, live a little. Come on, you're never gonna come back to this place.
Yeah.
And
Right,
you've
I
killed the
finally get it.
player. Thanks.
No. But I was answering that. But now they'll pull out a bottle of. I don't know if you guys were around then. But basically 18-year-old aged in oak barreled single malt. Here.
Oh damn! I thought you were just going to stop at 18-year-old Asian.
No, that's upstairs.
That's not affiliate.
Vinny, I take it you're not going to drink on the job?
No, not this time.
Alright. Well, be lame. They'll hand you a glass that is just like the equivalent of a club soda.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No. What you see? What you do is you get a wine glass. You fill it with cranberry juice.
I'm waiting for the next step.
I finished handing the club soda to Vinny.
You get the wine glass. You fill it with cranberry juice. It's almost indistinguishable from red wine in this light.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I've handed him a glass. It looks like he's having a full glass full of vodka.
That's what he's having.
All right.
A full glass full of vodka.
I'm not that mean.
Vinny's
No,
here
it's
to
full
work.
of quinine instead.
That's true. That's true. Vinny's here to work.
Okay.
So yeah, a few minutes go by, and then the bartender comes back down and comes up to Elle saying, most of them have seen the guy a couple of times, but like they've seen him down here. You might want to talk to Nancy though. She's on the third floor right now, but I've asked her to come down.
Oh.
She's seen him more. I don't know if she's actually been with him, but she recognizes the guy. So yeah.
Ah, fair enough. Vinny, have a seat. You'll have a witness to Karsa.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, good. This is a situation where Francis can shine.
Yeah, and then I will simply go back to hanging out with the bartender while waiting and watching and waiting.
Remember.
I don't know.
Elle. Hi, boss.
Yeah. Oh, I am just an observer today, if you wouldn't mind speaking to my friend Vinny over here. He has some questions about this Neo person.
Francis will be close by.
All right.
Oh, please have a seat, man. Please, please. This will just take a few moments of your time, and I do apologize for interrupting.
She does
Your
take a
fair-
seat.
Your jobbing affairs here, but first allow me to say that you are she's the manager here?
No, I'm one of the
She's a busker.
well-known ladies, girls.
She's working, girl. We'll speed this up.
Well, absolute pleasure to meet you, ma'am. So,
Yeah, to be fair, she literally
Oh, you
walks
haven't paid
in
yet.
dressed like she's, ready for work.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pleasure to meet you, ma'am. Sorry, I'll try to make this quick so that way you can be on your way. I'm looking here for right down there. I should bring out a picture of the guy. Have you seen this gentleman here before?
Yes, I've seen him here.
Okay. Is he is he like a customer of yours, or is he a customer of one of the other ladies, or just like
Um,
just a dancer? What do you like? What have you seen around?
oh, well, here's the situation. Normally, we are not allowed to talk about who we are with
Oh, fully understandable. I understand that. Man.
unless Elle wishes us to.
In this instance, I would.
You would?
Yes.
All right, very well. Very well. Since Elle says so,
Let's just say this particular person toes the line of being a nuisance and being a problem.
okay. He's a regular. And he loves the upper floors. Particularly likes me. Now, you would know Elle. He does some weird stuff.
Okay.
Like, weird stuff.
Like the role play stuff, stomping on your nuts.
Yeah,
all the
that
weird-
all the kind of stuff.
Right.
I'm not gonna get into it. I'm just gonna say, definitely off the cuff.
Insert not safe for word conversation.
Yes, yes.
I'm a car. Vroom vroom.
Beep beep. Come here, ashtray.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Not going any further than that.
Put it this way. She
Oh,
takes the
get
glass
movie
out the
guy.
table and has a very specific diet.
Got it.
Hmm.
No.
Let me put it this way.
No, let's not.
If you were to go up there, he would be dressed as a mermaid, and she would be dressed as a cowboy.
Go on.
Yeah, and that's just on one of the light evenings. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? As she starts explaining this about he's into, immediately the camera cuts across to the live band who starts playing, and it focuses on the drum.
Thank
a
you.
lot, right? Because then it then fades to dark. We go to an advert break,
And
then
he also
comes
likes
back.
power.
No, shut up. It then comes back from the advert break, which was for a very tasteful tea beverage, by the way. It then comes back to the entire group sitting there, other than Elle, with looks of horrified, oh my god, I've just been told about some really fucked up shit.
Yeah,
And
we'll
like,
go
oh,
with
Except
that.
Elle sitting there that's
Glasses
baby
in
noise.
front of us, and we keep drinking more and more.
Yeah. Now it has turned into Vinny is sitting there with 6 bottles of the hardest vodka possible, all empty, and he's currently chugging a 7th one. Tell me more. And he's got a fucking
Yeah, these are
stack
whole
of
guy
notes.
going.
Yeah, you've got a stack of
shivering and
notes.
shit.
Yeah, the madman's knowledge is taking its toll. Your stack of notes is now 5 feet tall.
Scene 17. Oh god.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've got I do in fact have a perfect picture for this. I'm just gonna take a look to find it.
I mean, okay, so when you get back to reality, is anything else?
Okay. Does he have come here on a schedule? Like, meaning that he likes to come in on Friday night, or is it once, twice a week at random, once a month?
He's pretty much a couple of times a week.
Okay.
They're kind of random though.
Okay. When he comes in to see you guys, does he come in the main entrance and then head up his way up there, or is there like a separate entrance for that area?
For the discreet? Oh no, he's not discreet at all. He loves to show that he has money.
Yeah, he flashes cash pretty hard.
Okay.
Actually, I'll look down at the main bar. Is he here?
You know what?
Or the main area?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
There,
You
prime
look
example.
down and yeah, you can immediately point out the table that has like usually like big spenders would maybe have like one or two like specifically serving that table. He's got 6.
Gotcha. Loves a VIP treatment kind of thing.
Yeah. But then of course the funny thing is you're actually sitting in effectively the VIP area, which is why it's a separate section. He's one of those people, I want the VIP treatment, but I want it where everyone can see
Right.
me being the VIP
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Look over at all since this seems to be your club. Is it okay if I take some photographs of just him, or can you have somebody do that so that way make sure that it's subtle, so that way I just get the client, just get him, and then all of his stuff is kept private.
We'll put it this way. Take your pictures. Once they're developed, you'll bring them to me.
I'll bring them to you and take a look at them. Absolutely.
Yeah, yes, me and the club manager will look them over.
Absolutely.
Any of the ones that we feel might expose another client, we will be too.
I will be very discreet.
Giant flash, giant flash, giant flash.
Taking my pictures from up top, from where we are right now, so that way, even though the lights and stuff will be going off from the flash, you're still going to have the other lights around the area, hopefully enough to
hide it.
distract from it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you would think that normally, but like one of the sort of like visual selling points of the club is they have a bunch of lights because it's a kind of tall room, like taller than you would actually assume based on the outside of the place.
Right.
Until you realize that you did take 6 steps down before you got into the place.
Yeah.
And along the top, it's not like a full-on club lighting rig, but it's basically it's like akin to that, and it basically gives you this like kind of starry effect.
Yeah. Just kind of adds to the ambiance and the
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm with it. So yeah, I'm attempting to be subtle with this. I can either can go for it, or if you need to roll for it, that's fine. Whatever you need, whatever will make more sense for you guys.
You know what? For a laugh, give us an act under pressure.
Sure.
Because you're trying to conceal things.
Yeah, and this could go bad if you are found.
Oh, get used to it. Yep.
Oh.
Oh no!
Alright,
Oh.
how bad is it?
All right. You know
Oh.
what? The you
Yep,
get a
can't help you there. Hold on.
You get like
If you
2 pictures.
but before you go to this, you can spend luck to kick it to a 12 if you want.
No, I'm
Alright.
not going to, because this is the only time I've actually getting experience.
Fair enough. So yeah, you get the camera out. You start taking a couple pictures.
Is it like loud? I mean, like when the bulbs break or something like that.
Well,
so
and you get a couple pictures that aren't that great. Like, the first one you got to take, like he's literally about to faceplant some girl's chest.
right.
The second time, Princess hat gets in the way.
I like the idea of the first picture, the bulb is too powerful, and it accidentally sets like a nearby curtain on fire.
Unfortunately, not in the first picture.
If we
But,
really
yeah,
want to treat this as a
Yeah, we can.
catastrophic failure,
But
like,
yeah, you get a couple pictures that are kind of they're barely worth the ability. Like essentially only because you know that that's who you took the photo of. That's how good those pictures are. The problem comes with the third one, though, because as he's effectively got a girl lying across the table and he's about to start inventing body shots, you go to take the picture, but you realize that you accidentally like that little switch that turns the flash on, and yeah, you light up the entire fucking place.
Shit. Okay.
And so suddenly you've got several bouncers looking up like, what the fuck was that? Immediately running up towards it.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
he
Vinny,
kind of
sorry.
looks up like, the fuck? And yeah, he immediately is like shouting stuff towards one of the other bartender down the bottom and pointing up at the VIP area.
Vinny, sorry, we're gonna have to do this. As you get tackled by the bouncers, take them out.
Well, according to ah!
Yeah, it's like this big burly guy that he's not quite as big as like a football player, but he looks like maybe 1 or 2 steroids short. Yeah, just completely fucking bodies you into a wall.
But you know, if you don't get that done, then there's other things that could happen.
Well, as I'm getting as going in here, it's more of like I'm completely powerless at that point. Where it's like, okay, I'm not putting up a fight or whatever. It's like it's being escorted out. You're being escorted out. I just keep my silence, keep my cool.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you're not exactly being escorted out, but you know, it's more you're being carried out.
That's fine. I don't put a fight with it. I just let it go. All right.
Yep. Then Elle will go up over the balcony. Sorry about that. It seems that somebody had lied their way in. Everybody's identities are safe. I will hold up the camera. You don't have to worry. But for the inconvenience, let's call it a bottle of champagne for every table.
you rock hell!
Oh my God. You know, the funny thing is, like, none of you guys, apart from Elle's player, would get exactly the mental image I've got right now, which is Majima. In the first scene that you see him in Yakuza 0, where he deals with a rowdy customer in the most professional way possible. And then gives out a whole bunch of free alcohol to people, and then, you know, gets pissed about the fact that he didn't get to beat the absolute shit out of the guy.
Well, I'm not gonna beat the shit out of Vinny.
Well, yeah.
But I'll look back over at Nancy. Would you be opposed to meeting somebody and speaking about this Neil person? I know generally we have our lips sealed policy, but I don't much agree with adultery.
Do you want me to speak with who?
Oh, his wife.
That's what this is about?
Yes.
Okay,
Don't worry, I'll be there. She's not gonna hurt you. I don't think she'd try anyway.
In preparation, because like Nathaniel doesn't hear any of this because he's down below. This is all happening on the balcony. So,
I'll be able. The only
he's
you
going
would
to
have
hand
seen.
his,
You would have seen me get my ass kicked.
He's gonna
Yeah,
hand- I saw that.
Francis is just sitting there drinking slowly, like
I'm not here. I'm not here.
Champagne bottle.
no. The internal monologue is usually it's me getting thrown out.
Size hands his champagne bottle to Francis and says, "If anything happens to me, get this out of here. If you drink it, I will drink it from your blood." Good stuff.
Yeah, he
Francis
gives you a look, and guess what? Your ability to know that people are lying to you tells you he is 100% honest. He will do it.
yeah.
He will,
So-
in fact, go for the throat. Francis just takes off his hat, shifts something around, puts it in the hat.
Good. All right. And then Nathaniel is going to take the whiskey find a nearby potted plant, Grimace, take a big swing of the whiskey, swirl it around in his mouth a lot, burning the entire time, spit it out into the potted plant, and then start drunkenly stumbling over to where the doctor is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see what you're doing.
And as the doctor is trying to do body shots, Nathaniel is going to accidentally tumble over all on top of them, and Spencer, I'm so sorry, let me clean that, doing all this stuff, and steal his wallet as he's doing this.
Okay.
Oh wow, you're gonna steal his
Oh.
wallet. Oh,
All right.
Okay, that's a. Oh god, what?
Okay, I've been
That's-
told not to ask for rolls.
That is a roll.
But-
That is a roll.
Yeah,
You
that-
have
But
to
I
do a
would
roll.
consider that act under pressure.
Definitely act under pressure, because if you fail this, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
I was looking at this from the top, starting to pinch the bridge of their nose.
What the fuck?
Why
Okay.
is the
Keep
why
in
is the-
mind, El, Nathaniel has no idea what you're saying up there or what you're doing. As
now-
far as he knows.
I know.
Now,
Vinny's whole
also,
plan is-
Nathaniel, you are at a -1 still.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, watch him ace this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he finally found something.
Oh!
Are you going to take the experience, or are you going to bump a luck point?
Yeah, that's the question. Because it's
Yeah,
entirely.
I got to do it for the memes. Nathaniel spends a luck point, changes it to a 12.
All right, fair enough.
Whew,
Yeah.
okay.
So when you drunkenly stumble all over the place and damn near do a perfect switcheroo with the naked girl on the table, he's clearly more interested in the fact that you've just knocked a naked and alcohol covered girl onto his lap, basically.
I thought, I'd imagine I'd get his gratitude for that, but
Sounds
Well,
like fun.
yeah. He initially looks like he's got to start something, and he's like, "What the
Hello?
hell, man? Just fuck off! What are you doing here?" Right? And unfortunately, I can't do the proper thing, the proper kind of accent that I kind of want for that, because I suck at accents. But there's a couple of the bouncers kind of sighing, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" They start heading over. And one of them grabs you by the shoulder to haul you up to standing, right? While the other one's kind of looking okay, does everyone go? In the process, the guy's oh, you know what? Never mind. He kind of sits up and shifts the girl onto the couch at the side of him.
I'm
And
so
then-
sorry. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
he kind of
I
looks at
didn't see
the
that
one
floor.
bouncer. Yeah, the big bouncer that's got a hand on your shoulder. It looks like he wants to just grab and headlock, drag outside. But the guy's "Oh, it's an honest mistake, And he kind of gives a kind of shunt towards the naked girl sitting there. And then he does the incredibly stupid thing, which is he steps forward and kind of pats your side as if no hard feelings things. And that's when you take the sensible thing of he's not paying attention, quick swipe of the wallet, which almost magically slips out of the pocket into your hand and then into your pocket completely. No one notices a damn thing. Other than the one naked girl who kind of sniggers when she notices that. And then the process, you kind of glance down, you have that eye meet where she knows 100% what you did and finds it hilarious.
Absolute pro.
Yeah. They've
All I
seen
had to
drunk
do
people
was
getting
break
thrown
laws
out.
of physics to do it.
Yeah, they've seen enough drunk people getting thrown out that they can kind of tell when someone's actually full on drunk and somebody acting.
Mhm.
But she's all for this because this is hilarious. And yeah, so after that, he just kind of pats the thing. He's it's an honest mistake, And he kind of looks back to her. It's why don't we go and deal with this? Starting to get a little bit handsy that might be too much for the lower club. So he basically gets her by the hand, which is kind of funny because this would super offend Vinny, who couldn't even get a handshake out of this guy.
It's because he's a man.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, pretty much.
You're a pal, guy. You're a pal. Oh,
Honest mistakes and everything. You know, have another drink and a good night and everything, and then like, you know,
oh,
he
man,
then
let me
goes about.
tell you, all right,
Fred,
you ever won some radathon? I'm your guy.
Yeah, that 100% gets like a pause where it's like, the fuck did I get? Whatever. You know, he says, you
Francis
know
will,
what? Guys, let's go. No one cares about Francis. Whatever. And he starts basically getting the girl off the chair to then, you know, take away towards, and this is when you guys actually notice that there is the not exactly hidden but not exactly openly advertised stairwell to the back that when you went in initially, you did notice there was one security guy standing there that kind of looked like he was standing there at a door, but there wasn't a door, there was a curtain. But yeah, when he goes over, the guy just kind of like steps to the side, pulling the curtain away, and they head through a doorway that you could put two and two together based on, like, you know, building layout and stuff. This is the access to the upper floors.
Yeah, that's where I saw Finny go. It's fun. Yeah.
Oh no, he got dragged out one of the other doors that's actually marked exit.
No. Like I saw Vinny like head off to go to the upper floor, and then, or rather, I saw him go off down this same side tunnel, and then saw his gigantic flash from the upper floor, and put two and two together.
No, that's the thing. This is not that door. This is a separate door. Because when I'm saying upper floors, I'm saying that with capital letters.
So basically, we are in a basement and sub-basement to a hotel. This
I
is
got heading all the way up to the hotel. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, because like that's the access to the upper floors part of it, which is what they refer to the actual sex part of the club.
Yeah.
You know, the rooms that charge by the half
Nathaniel
hour.
will look longingly towards all of like the striptease shows going on and be like, no. Number one rule of pickpocketing: exit as quickly as possible once you have it.
Yeah.
So he sadly walks out the front door, reminding himself that
Charlie Brown
goddamn
music the whole
Francis
time.
had better not do anything to that champagne. I swear to God.
Francis is just sat there like, talk about failing upward.
Yeah, and it's actually kind of funny because like you've been thrown out.
Luck, isn't it?
Yeah,
Spending luck,
like
failing
you've
upward,
been
yeah.
thrown out of enough places, Francis, that you are aware that Nathaniel definitely did something really fucking good because the bouncers didn't drag him out. He was simply escorted in terms of, okay, so he's going to leave. The situation sorted, right? We're just going to stay within like a 5-foot thing of this guy in case something happens. But otherwise, they just let him walk out. And
Yeah,
and
the funny thing is, like, Francis' reputation of getting thrown out of clubs is because he usually says something incredibly stupid.
or pulls a
Yeah.
fucking gun.
Yeah, exactly. Like that one time. So basically you're led.
Episode 2,
led
never
out.
gonna live it down.
Exactly.
As
You're led out.
as I'm making my way out.
You're separated.
As I'm making my way out, because I'm not being thrown out, I'm making my way out under my own power. I'm going to quickly go through the wallet. About how much money is in there?
He is 500.
Okay, I'll pocket a good like 400 of that.
Mhm.
My God, this guy's a big spender.
That was
Yeah, if you
gonna
could-
be one of the girls. too.
Carrying $500 in cash on him.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, you could have just bought a 1-year pass through the door for 500.
Exactly.
No, I know, but it's not believable if the wallet is empty.
Fair enough, I see.
I'll find Vinny outside,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll say, "Hey, Vinny."
Now, the one thing when you are looking through that wallet, the name is not Christopher. It is not Van Wooden. It is Neil, what was the name that you guys chose?
He has a full-on fake ID.
Yes.
Okay. Photographs exist. Is there a photographic form of ID in there?
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
one of those like it's what is he? You have like the state ID thing, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure at this time whether or not that exists.
Yeah, I'm not
Like,
I'm not sure either.
he would have something. Like he may have like a driver's license.
Yeah, I don't think it'll have a picture on it, unfortunately.
Does it have an address?
It would be hard to
should.
do pictures, I think, at this time. But there would be an
And, like
address.
photographic IDs do exist. I just don't think they're like commonplace for the public yet.
It's
But-
it's not common yet. Yeah, there's an address.
All right. Well, as I said, I walk up to Vinny outside. He's like, "Hey, Vinny."
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so just real quick, what happened when you got dragged out is effectively you are folded up under a guy's arm as he carries you out the back. Look at it, the entire situation looks like he's going to take you out the back and kick the absolute fuck out of you.
Right.
Except, shockingly, he just kind of like stands you up outside and is like, "You are fucking lucky." You know,
Yeah.
because of L stopping the violence of the situation, and then kind of like gives you that look of think you're so lucky, and then steps back, slams the back door to the place shut. You also do kind of notice the fact that as you're hauled out, you were taken into part of the hotel that clearly stands as like the actual hotel is a separate business that does not encounter the upper floors part.
Yeah, he was practicing jujitsu, the art of folding laundry with people in it.
Yeah.
Remember, take self out of laundry before laundering.
So, I said, walk up. "Hey, Vinny, saw what you tried in there."
Yeah, sometimes we try and we fail.
"Well, I got a consolation prize for you.
Did you guys wallet?
Right here. Can you believe that jackass was walking around with $100 on him?"
Well, walk into a place like this, I can believe it. Number two, is this something they teach over at the at the
BOI.
at the FIB?
BOI.
BOI.
Yeah, it's the FIB.
The BOI. Well, no. Really, what we do is we get like 3 guys, have one of us crack him on the back of the head, stuff him into a van. But
Oh my
I don't really
God.
have the right kind of like backup with the appropriate training for that.
Ah, fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah, that's how you black bag someone before that term is invented, and you do it with a caution.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But I have an idea.
So whatever you can make of this, go for it.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Oh, very well.
With that, guys, I gotta jump off.
Well, hang on. What exactly one thing's gonna happen? It'll take like 30 seconds.
Yes, sir.
So we cut back to the club. Elle is pitching the bridge of their nose, but then an idea will cross their mind. They'll look over at Nancy. Maybe I don't need you to talk to the wife. Hang on a second. And I will call over one of the bouncers. Hey, that guy that just got tossed. Have him meet me in the hotel manager's office. He'll be hanging around. He'll still be there.
Have
Alright,
him
the-
meet
yeah, the-
you like in mimes, like.
Oh no! Actual like meeting.
Okay.
I'm laughing about it because I'm picturing the guy walking back outside. It's the same dude who came in and stared
Yep.
at me, and my first picture in my head is, oh God, really?
Yeah, and it's exactly that.
Coming
It's
over
that
my
guy.
face.
I just keep thinking of that Metalocalypse scene. Puts the boot to him.
You are
Medium
so
style.
lucky.
You did get my ass kicked.
But after that, Vinny, you'll get to the manager's office and Ella's on the phone because they're calling Jack's bar and having Jack put Ashley on the phone.
Okay.
Oh.
We're just gonna solve this tonight.
Oh dear. Really?
Yep.
Ashley is in her office. She joins because Jack goes, one moment.
You get her on the phone.
Yep. Ashley,
Yes.
I know you've contacted Vinny about your husband, and
Oh, yes.
we can solve this tonight.
Really?
But, yes. But if you take this option, it's going to hurt.
There are rumors. This is why I hired him. And
I
the
know.
rumors are starting to affect my family.
I am being upfront. This option will probably hurt the most, but it'll be done the quickest.
Let me ask you this. Is my family going to be happy about it?
No.
I'm sure not going to be happy about it.
No.
Yeah, she then does the sensible thing and asks you to define hurt.
Define hurt.
You're gonna see something you don't want to see.
I'm going to see something? Okay.
And
Oh.
hear and smell, probably.
Okay.
Ideally, you won't taste it.
That's good. Where am I meeting you?
Okay. So, you know the, Oh, me and I didn't come up with a hotel name. I never came up with one.
The
Oh.
Radathon.
You know the Commandery Hotel. Wait.
Commandery Hotel. I've heard of it. It's rather ritzy.
Yes. Vinny and I are both here. He's waving hi to the phone.
Okay. I don't know how you can wave to a phone, but alright. I will be there as soon as I can.
All right. Hang up the phone. I will go to the quote-unquote front desk,
Mm-hmm.
walk behind it, and be like, "Excuse me for a second," and find the Neil Thomas Robinson name and the room number.
Yeah, you're able to find it.
Yeah.
I'll look at the concierge. This way, you don't have to tell them. This way, you don't have to lie about not telling me anything.
Yeah, the dude just kind of like waves a hand like, I'm taking nothing to do with this. And just kind of steps
man.
back like,
Good man.
it's all on you.
Then I will have Vinny there waiting for Ashley. I'll look at Nathaniel and be like, just give it about 20 minutes and I'll have them let you back in.
She will get there as soon as she can, and since it's pretty late, she'll be able to get there. She has a nice car, very nice car. Probably has never been on this side of, at least in this building,
That would make sense.
because it's not her thing.
Yep.
She may be a
Well, the
vamp,
hotel looks
but
nothing
she's a
like the
different
club.
type of vamp.
The hotel looks nothing like the club. The hotel is just like, a nice marble flooring, faux columns, very much more clean exterior, a lot of I
Yeah.
want to say white, and you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of marble and
Yep.
like high class glitzy glamour.
Yep.
Mhm.
I will meet Ashley, be like, last chance to back out.
Look, I didn't put money on it I put money on it for a reason, because one, our family is starting to get affected by this, and I have to do something. Now, he's not been the greatest of husbands in the world, but he still carries our name.
Okay.
All right, guys. Eric needs his beauty sleep, so
I know, no.
yeah.
I just needed him to know that, like, this is what I was, or this was my plan. I just need him to know his NPC or his character will be following us into this.
All good. All good.
All right.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Dude,
Good night.
Take care, honey.
and we will get in the elevator, take it up to whatever floor.
And fade to gray.
Not yet.
She's not doing anything right now. She's there for a reason.
Yep.
There's no fade gray.
You know what? Because it's funny. We'll go to room 609.
Oh, okay. What is room
Was that- it was that-
609?
It's 69 with a 0 in it.
Right. I
Because there's a
figured.
0 in the room.
I figured.
Yeah, you head up to room 9 on the 6th floor, and yeah, immediately as you approach the door, you can kind of hear a muffled argument going on. It doesn't sound like, you know, violence and murder is about to occur. More, you can hear a few little bits of the argument as you approach the door, and that kind of sounds like someone's noticed they have less money than they should, and are being questioned about that by a voice that, funnily enough, Elle is intimately familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. But, I'll have Ashley listen. Well, there's the first piece of circumstantial evidence. Now for the hard evidence. Presumably.
Oh, jeez. So.
The Loo train isn't even slowing down. Choo choo.
It's actually been ramping up. But, we'll take the, we'll use the master key and insert it to penetrate the lock.
Oh my.
Oh shit! I didn't know McNally was on this call.
With an applied bit of gentle pressure, we will twist it and get the lock to do what I want. We'll open the door.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So immediately as you do that, like, you sort of break that sound barrier a little bit, and you can more clearly hear what's being said. And you can hear the girl that he went upstairs with and him arguing over the fact that she's like, "You don't have the fucking money. What the fuck?" And he's complaining about, "Well, clearly I fucking do, and I've got a membership. So what the hell?" Basically, effectively, he's trying to get one for free.
Does he
Yep.
see
And
Elle
she's
at
like,
the same
"Hell the fuck
time?
no."
Elle,
Well-
are you there at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he not only sees the person who is in charge of the club he's been at, he now sees his wife.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because he immediately goes into the like freezing for a moment,
And so is she.
looking between this like angry, still you know.
And he's the one
still
that says, "I'm sure I have a very good explanation for this."
No, he's kind of doing just a thing, glancing between the group assembled at the door, including his very fucking angry wife, and the angry, naked, and very alcohol-covered girl who's basically like, "You ain't gonna fuck me if you don't pay us."
Oh.
And then, yeah, there's like a moment until eventually, 'cause,
So
like, he's looking for the wallet that is missing. And eventually is just like, "I have an explanation,"
really,
but immediately stops as if he expected that to be enough.
because of the way I see it,
Yeah.
you're using a different name. You are in this room with this girl. By the way, miss, leave. You're not part of this.
Bitches out.
You know what? As soon as that starts happening, she's like, "Oh, you are so fucked." It's not me getting fucked. And just she grabs there's some assorted random shit on a chair that she just kind of grabs and like sort of walks past, pauses as she's passing Ashley, just like sorry, and walks out. But
Elle will hand her a 20 as she's on her way out.
yeah, she'll take that and be like, "Oh, thank you," and you know, gives you the call me gesture, and then fucks off out the room. And she gets about 2 or 3 steps before you could hear the laughing start.
Yep.
So, care to explain?
Or
Or should I explain it for you?
Unfortunately, Vinny's not here, but Elle will take the wallet from Vinny as he's trying to like hand it through the door past Ashley and be like, "Oh, here, this was downstairs, by the way. Mr. Robinson, was it?"
Your name is not Robinson. Huh. How long you been here? How often have you been here? I really don't want to know. Actually,
Don't ask questions you would not like the answers to.
I probably already will know shortly. Since I hired somebody to find you. And, they did their job. Obviously, you've been doing your job as well. Liar. Somebody who says you are always at work. Uh-huh. So this is work, I guess? It's reverse work, or what is this?
Yeah, he just kind of stands there with the mouth agape, like.
Yeah, you probably
Fuck.
should not answer. Not only that, you do know we are going to be annulled, and on top of that, my father's money will be going back to him. The dowry will be going back to him. The car will be going back to us. You don't get the house. You might as well just find another place to live. And I'll see you at home. Oh, no, I won't. Because I'll see your stuff on the ground at home. And she walks out.
Oh, by the way, we have a weekly rate discount.
Really?
Yeah, he's doing that. He's just kind of like stunned at that whole thing. Because I mean, I'll be honest, I actually expected you to be like more emotional about that, and you were incredibly fucking withheld there. So yeah, he is.
The only
he's
reason why she
shocked.
is withheld is one, he has always been about work. Work, and not about
No, it's
her.
Prenton.
So she's about as cold as he is.
It's
Yeah,
more
like
the fact that she suspected him of cheating, but
No,
I-
she's always
Right,
been a
is
flirt.
that your only point?
She's always been a flirt.
no.
But
Right.
she's
Well, see, here's the problem with that point, Magica. Yeah, we know that
Let it
because
go.
she literally fucking hired the dude.
yeah.
Yes.
But no, yeah, he's just kind of doing that like sort of stunned silence thing until Elle makes that comment, and then there's the shift like, really? Yeah,
Oh, I
and
thought
then
it was funny.
he just kind of sits down on the chair like. There's that clear. He's immediately doing the oh fuck, I'm so right. Kind of immediately drops into the feeling sorry for himself kind of thing.
He should be kind of mad at Elle for bringing his wife there.
Honestly, Elle just kind of broke every single. He broke the biggest possible rule for running an underground sex club.
Yeah.
Like that's rule number one.
But then this is also a pretentious twat that's so far up his own ass. He's like 6 Ouroboros in disguise.
No, I get that, but
And,
like,
doesn't actually know all the rules of running these kind of places. It's more the fact of this is a person who, like, outside of this situation would in theory command a shit ton of respect and awe from everyone, and he's just in theory been destroyed by a bunch of quote unquote nobodies as far as he's concerned, because he, other than potentially recognizing Vinny, which unfortunately because he's not here, like,
Mm-hmm.
can't exactly go through that stuff without the player, but Yeah, the only person he would even tangentially recognize is L, and he wouldn't have much reason to actually know L as such. Other than this is someone who is involved in this place and supposedly not a manager, but is treated like one.
But his known wife is there. He's under a different name. And
Yeah, and he was just caught in a room with a very naked girl covered in
He
booze,
was caught
arguing
talking.
over the fact that he doesn't have the money.
and he's not going to have any money by the time he's out of there. Because
Yeah, because she's the rich
she
one
holds
in
all the
the
cards.
situation.
I'm
So
pretty sure he can have her sanctioned. Like,
he can have her what?
I'm pretty sure he can have her committed for like hysteria. It's 1928.
Yeah,
Like,
while-
just say that she's
while-
not in her
yes.
right mind, have her thrown in an asylum,
It's like,
and
yes,
and
whilst
assume
yes,
a conservatorship over all of her money.
okay, so whilst yes, these are things that could happen at that time,
Mhm.
the behind the scenes situation precludes that from happening because essentially, do you really think Waystone's going to allow their head researcher to get put away in an asylum because their cheating husband is a dick?
You know what? That's fair.
On top of that, she's of a really prominent family.
yes, it also seems like her dad has way more pull than this guy does.
This
Yeah.
guy is probably going to lose his job.
Yeah, it's one of those things where he is
I
actually
thought he was an
talented.
excellent gynecologist.
Yes, he is very talented in the whole situation. The only thing he actually has is the potential to try and minimize damage to his actual name. Because essentially, like, without a lot of the stuff, like, he's a very talented doctor elsewhere. It was because of being rich and being able to buy his way in that he was able to gain the foothold in the US side of it.
He needs to go back. The fact is, her daddy got him into Boston Hospital. Her daddy has made it clear that if he keeps his nose clean, that he will be living the high life. Because she kind of married down.
But he done
And
fucked up.
he done fucked up.
You don't need to
In
explain
more
it to
ways than
Nathaniel
one.
Cain every year.
But don't change.
Alright.
At least one person realized what you said.
Mhm.
Yep.
Don't know what you're saying yet, for you didn't get it either.
No. And so, yeah, she's cold, calm, collected, but she's not going to be that way when she gets home.
But I will close the door, lock it, leave his wallet on whatever surface happens to be closest to the door.
Yeah, like every single one of the rooms has like this tiny little half moon table sitting next to it.
Walking past the elevator. I told you it would hurt.
And now she starts to tear up. Yeah.
But
it
there was no more concrete way.
Out of respect for you, Elle, I didn't put him through a window.
Well, he'd be dead.
Yeah, I know.
So I think it'd be more out of respect for yourself.
Yeah.
Windows come and go, they're cheap.
When you get back to seeing Hayden, will you tell him I'm gonna take a couple of weeks off?
Sure.
Thanks. You guys did what you did, and I'm gonna have to. I am going to make sure that Vinny.
Oh, he did most of the legwork. I just happened to be here at the time.
Well, thank you all for doing it.
I think Francis is downstairs somewhere being a buzzkill.
Are you serious?
No, you find Francis sitting at a table drinking. He's like, "This is the longest I've been in a club without getting thrown out for saying something. Nobody's approached me. Nobody said anything, so I can't say anything inane."
Yeah, 100%.
Completely incorrect. You have been
You are-
approached by numerous waitresses.
Yeah, see, the whole thing is, as soon as the group walks in, because like you pile into the elevator, he's head down. In the process, Ashley decides to settle up with Vinny. Pulls out the purse, hands him a bunch of cash.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go for services rendered, kind of thing. And like, she heads out, gets in the car. Turns out there was a guy from Waystone with her.
Just in case.
Like, yeah, she heads over to the car. There's a dude sitting there who gives you guys a nod. A couple of you might maybe recognize him as having seen him in the area. So she asked her buddy to come with her just in case.
It's Jones.
Yeah. So yeah.
He's in the fast lane.
He notices immediately that she's not acting normal, and just kind of, does the offer the arm kind of thing to escort her back to the car, and that they fuck off. So effectively the message will get back to Hayden and all that fairly soon of what's going on. You guys, if you head back into the bar, you find Shiv standing there with a
Francis
bouncer with crossed arms standing behind, looking really fucking bored, as there are 3 topless waitresses standing around listening as he explains the whole weird thing about the metal inside his hat.
And no bitches.
You know what?
No, they're actually just standing around, like, listening to the stuff that he's going on about, and the one bouncer is standing there because he's partly curious of the weird shit this guy's talking about, but also because he's half thinking, like, if he goes to grab a titty, I gotta break a neck.
You see, the flatness and the curvature
They all
on
look
the
down at
hat.
their chest.
Yeah. There's one of them that looks down that could actually be damn near as androgynous as Elle. They kind of like pouts a little bit.
No, not that flatness. No, you see, the flatness of the foil and the curvature of the hat makes it perfect for keeping out the radio waves.
I gotta AFK. I'll be back.
Well, we're coming up to time anyway.
Well, here's the thing. I was gonna invite Nathaniel back down to the club.
All right, Nathaniel's just gonna go back to having
Yeah.
fun.
Well, it'd be like, hold on, Nathaniel. I'm not entirely sure what you're into, but you look and there's a light up of both men and women. Let's call it your payment for helping Vinny.
Ooh.
There's a long pause. Nathaniel hugs Elle.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What?
And we fade to black.
And do you take?
Francis, once he sees his friends back in there, will get up, pull the champagne out of the hat, and hand it to Nathaniel.
Francis, you didn't let me down. Hugs
This time.
Francis too.
No, we should get him drunk more often.
Francis looks at him. You assume that I'm already drunk.
No, not you, him. Nathaniel.
Oh.
Nathaniel, tell us what your favorite girl is.
Or guy.
Or guy. Because after all, you are a part of the boy.
I am part of the boy, Cod County. But no, that is a private matter for Nathaniel.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You know what? I will even be like, if you don't want to pick on the floor, you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Show a more discreet section where you can talk to a few and then go up to
Come to agreements.
yeah. Well, I was taking care of the payment.
Bad.
Well, hang on. I'm not done with you yet.
Damn it.
Because then Elle is also going to sit at the table, look at the three ladies. Am I to assume that you haven't picked one yet?
You are assuming right. Everybody seems to find my hat interesting because I wear foil. He then proceeds to put his hat inside his coat.
Are you going to pick one?
Girl in the middle.
All right. That's Felicia. I think you chose wisely. And Elle will whisper in her ear, very little experience. Take good care of him. How much Francis would fight on getting a free round? Well, free for him.
Okay, so we will fade to black. And the next time you guys show up, again, we'll have some more downtime until the New Year's for next week.
I was gonna say, are we like the new year? Are we skipping like
You're
A
skipping
good month.
40 sessions?
No,
No,
not
in-game.
that New Year.
In-game.
In
okay.
game. We're presently in the start of November.
No, you're not in the start of November. You're in the end of November. You were at the start of November when we started.
Potato,
Fair enough.
tomato.
But by then I'll have my satchel and all of the extra radiation stuff I want.
You will have that during next week.
Now we know that Karsa and Nav can develop a bad guy who can make us be able to track you down by tearing your satchel.
But you just track him down because he's loud.
No, because
Nathaniel
the
isn't
radio will
exactly
drip.
subtle. Like,
Yeah.
Nathaniel is many things. Subtle is not one of them.
Fighting him is that hard.
I mean,
most
he's
definitely
also-
not subtle.
He also carries DACA with him, so
He's yeah, that's the thing. He's not subtle. He is surprisingly well armed, but not subtle.
I mean, if you're not going to be subtle, you should be well armed.
That's true. Yeah, that's the trade-off.
what's the term? Speak loudly and carry a big stick?
Hasn't been said yet.
It's
Anyway.
the phrase is actually speak softly and carry a big stick, but
Yeah, but either one hasn't been said yet.
All right. So
yeah, Roosevelt is still what, a decade out?
this will be next week on Waystone Mysteries. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. This is KarsaKKWx. Karsa's my name. KKWX is my empire. Here with my friends from NRT. Goodbye.